welcome to Homestead Reptile, and today we're going to be doing a spotlight on the dark Cornish. So the dark Cornish was known in the past as the Indian game chicken. So it was developed in 1820 by Sir Walter Gilbert of England, and Gilbert claimed to have produced this breed by breeding a red Asil with a black-breasted game bird. So unfortunately, this bird is not a very cold-hardy bird. They kind of have short feathers, but they're a very unique and interesting breed. So this breed is unfortunately on the watch list of the Livestock Conservancy. So it has very low numbers, and it's it's a breed that if you really want to work with, they are very interesting looking and they're very unique. So in the past, they were pitching it kind of as a meat chicken. It is a meat chicken. But the downside to the dark Cornish is they do grow rather slowly. They feather rather slowly, and I've seen that with ours. Um, but a cool thing about them is the muscle tone. So what they make up for in that slow growth is the amazing muscle tone. So at this age, when I pick these babies up, the amount of muscle on these is just astounding. They're heavy. For their size, they're a heavy muscle chicken. They're not fat. Their muscle is like they're tiny chicken bodybuilders. So another downfall of the dark Cornish. They lay only 160 eggs a year. They're not the best layers. They have kind of short, chunky, stubby legs. And the dark Cornish is one of the number one birds that is in the mix of our Cornish crosses to the day. So Cornish cross. So that chunky leg and the heavy muscling is a part of the Cornish cross. So if you want to add dark Cornishes to your meat flock, it's a fun experiment that we're going to be doing this year. And honestly, I just like the way these birds look. They're just so wild looking and they're very interesting. It's like the long neck, the really thick legs, the thick muscling. They're very interesting. Now, personalities wise, these guys have tiny little attitudes. So they're not aggressive, but how do I explain it? They just have a little bit of an attitude to them compared to a lot of other breeds that we've had. So I'll be comparing the dark Cornish to your average barnyard chicken. So we're going to be comparing them to a buff Orpington. So a buff Orpington compared to the dark Cornish. So this buff Orpington they're about the same age and about the same stage of development. The Cornish crosses are actually still lagging behind. It took a while for them to grow their feathers on their belly, really similar to a lot of other meat birds. The Cornish cross is an interesting bird. They are difficult to find. They are not the best egg layer, but you can make some amazing mixes with them. Very unique bird, very interesting. And again, as adults, they just have a unique look to them. Very unique, very pretty. So if you're interested in the Cornish cross, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment.